In this demonstration, we will show how Solidatus can be used to complement and feed Lineage metadata into Collibra. Solidatus is an award-winning Lineage solution that gathers data easily and provides visualization of end-to-end data flows. It collects, generates and curates data elements through automated loads and fuzzy matching between Lineage layers. It enables the socialization and sharing of Lineage and maintains a full audit trail. Solidatus ingests data in many formats, including JSON, XML and SQL. Mappings can be manipulated en masse through an intuitive interface, and data lineage can be passed seamlessly to Collibra where it can be navigated, visualized and linked to other components of the data governance lifecycle. Firstly, we're going to import a database schema definition from an XML file. Then, a JSON file structure containing data element definitions that we will eventually map to the DB schema. We are then going to enrich the imported data via an Excel upload that will provide annotation to help categorize and distill the elements and their importance. Now that we have loaded all our content, we're going to use the Solidatus AutoMap functionality to determine the relationships between the database tables and their attributes and the data element definitions. Solidatus applies fuzzy matching, naming convention heuristics, synonym detection and machine learning to accelerate users' ability to map data flows where they are unknown. You can see the automated mapping between imported layers being performed on the screen. Firstly, two layers are selected for auto-matching. By default, Solidatus matches by attribute name, but other properties of the attribute can be used to build up as complete a mapping as possible. The required level of mapping accuracy is selected. The default is 100% match, but this can be adjusted to allow Solidatus to use its algorithms to suggest likely mappings. Solidatus is displaying the columns that match according to the defined criteria. These columns have 100% match on name, for example risk, dealer and insurance. These mappings are added to the visualization of the data lineage. Now we will perform the same auto-matching but reduce the level of accuracy required to suggest a mapping. We are selecting the same two sources, the XML imported data schema and JSON data definition. We match on the same name attribute, but this time we will adjust the accuracy required to suggest a mapping to 40%. This time Solidatus still suggests 100% matches, but also suggests matches down to the threshold we specified. For example, direct debit with a space between the two words have been matched to direct debit with no space between the words. CCY has been matched to currency, among other suggested matches. Accepting the proposed matches allows Solidatus to add them to the lineage visualization. Using colour on the mapping arrows allows us to see which mappings are 100% accurate and which are less. Instead of matching on the name attribute, we will now match by pattern matching within the underlying dataset. This time we change the attribute we're matching onto pattern, leaving required accuracy at 100%. These are the auto matches based on patterns found in the underlying data. We accept these suggestions and they are incorporated into the lineage visualization. Again, we can use colours and dashed lines to visually differentiate these types of auto mapping. With the majority of flows having been mapped automatically, the remainder can be done manually. Manual mapping lineage in Solidatus is quick and easy thanks to its simple interface. Address LN1, address LN2, city, state and zip in the source are all mapped to address in the target. Now we have completed the mappings, we can now add custom properties to the model to further enrich the data. Whether business or technical, Solidatus allows changes to properties for all of the data elements in a Solidatus model, including the transitions. Assigned properties can be simply managed using the Properties Manager.
whether to determine where the properties are being used and values that have been assigned to them, or to create a common taxonomy or data dictionary. Solidatus also allows users to apply custom filters to create a focused view of the model. Applying the Unmapped Attributes filter visualizes a smaller set of data for manual mapping. As additional data elements are mapped, Solidatus dynamically updates the model visualization. Custom filtering based on business or technical properties, such as the criticality indicator on a data element being set to true or false. Solidatus enables organizations to socialize their data models and lineage in order to validate that the models accurately represent the organization in order to get audited agreement and sign-off. This socialization increases the overall understanding of the organization over its data and flows. Specific persona views can be created and shared via links or QR codes. These allow both authenticated and anonymous access to read-only model views. Once the data in the model has been validated and agreed, we have audited defensible data lineage to provide the justification on how critical data elements have been proposed and should now be governed in your chosen governance solutions, such as Collibra. Solidatus allows content to be exported to intermediary files or directly pushed via APIs into other software applications, including Collibra. The selected data assets will now be pushed to Collibra. We can now switch to Collibra and refresh to see the assets appear in the defined Collibra community within the ascribed domain and with their appropriate properties. Solidatus allows large volumes of curated data from Collibra and other master data sources to be aligned and visualized together. The ability to view up to 500,000 plus data elements within a browser while remaining performant and allowing analytics to be run to enable organizations to simply and effectively manage their growing data estates. Solidatus's powerful visualization provides instantaneous impact analysis at any level of granularity. Solidatus, the perfect bookend solution to accelerate organizational data governance in Collibra.